Hi guys, I'm here to do my brow routine. This tutorial was requested by an aunt of mine. So I'm going to show you how to trim, shape, and style your brows. Now for reference, I have an ovalish / heart face, so my shape of brow that I'm doing is going to be really similar to the one I already have, and that's not going to be the case for everybody. So I will put a link on this video in the description box saying where you can go to look at your face shape and what the best brow shape for your face shape is. So I'm going to get started. I've already done one of my brows. So this is my original right here. It's not trimmed, it's not shaped, not anything. This one's been trimmed, slightly shaped, and it's been styled. Okay, so first I'm going to start out and I'm going to trim my brows. And I just picked up a trim, eyebrow shaper, and facial hair remover. It's one of the beauty tools that you can find. I found in my local Target. So yeah, it's actually battery powered. But I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to take the long end of it, and I'm going to take off a decent amount of my hair right here. So without further ado, alright, now that I'm done with this long side of the trimmer, I'm going to kind of take the head off of it, and I'm going to just clean it out really quick. You can just look at the instructions, do that. It's really, really simple. But this trimmer was only like $8. Alright, now I'm going to take the short end of this trimming and I'm going to take a little bit more of the hair off, because if you try to style your brows when they're too long, like apparently the rule is that if you can brush your finger over your brows and your hair stands up above where your brow shape is, your brow hairs are too long. So I'm going to trim them down a little bit more. Alright, maybe. Yes, okay. So here we go. Alright, so this is what my brows look like after trimming them. And I'm going to now take just the end of my brow trimmer and not use the end that you can add onto it. I'm just going to use the end plane and go slightly over the end ones, just to kind of shorten them. Alright, so just gonna brush this away, and this is what my brows are gonna look like after they're completely trimmed. And here's the comparison to the final. Now that I've got that just all trimmed, it looks kind of bare to me, to where I started with anyway. But now I'm going to be taking another product that I found at Target, and it's the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, and it's in the color medium. That's the only one that my local Target carries, but it works just fine. even though I have dark hair and dark eyebrows. And it comes with a little tiny double-ended brush. So, and this is the inside. I'm not going to be using the lighter color here, which is the powder. I'm only going to be using the wax because it's dark, and that's how I'm going to outline my brows. But first, I need to just kind of take the rounded end of the brush right here and dip it in this tan color, in the powder, and I need to line up. I need to line up where my corner is going to be. And I'm just going to put like a little dot of that light brown right there, just so that you can see it, and that'll definitely blend in with my skin tone. And I'm just going to kind of check and see if that matches my other side, where the arch kind of is, the slight arch. I think it looks okay. The little angled side of the brush that the elf thing comes with, and I'm going to put it in the wax, and I'm just going to get some on it, and I'm going to start drawing in my brows. And I'm going to try to go ahead and shape the outer corner already. This took me a little while to get down on my first one, because this is actually my first time ever doing my brows like this. I just normally leave them really long, but apparently that's not the new style these days, so, well, I got fit in somehow, and this really isn't a dangerous one, so it's alright with me. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Just been dipping the little brush into the brow wax. That's all I'm using. And if you have lighter brows, you'll want to get the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in a lighter color than the medium, because otherwise it's going to be too dark for your brows. You actually want your brows to be a little bit lighter than your hair color, whatever you have, even if it's dyed, doesn't matter. Just have them be a little bit lighter than your hair color. Okay, I'm going to try to be done with the brow wax right now. So this is what it looks like after I've used a little angled brush. And this is the other eyebrow. That's completely done. Normally, you would just use that lighter color of the e.l.f. right here. It's just a powder. But since that doesn't quite match my eyebrow color, I'm going to use an eyeshadow that kind of matches my eyebrow color. And it's going to be the L'Oreal Wear Infinite Studio Secrets Professional eyeshadow, and I just basically picked one out that kind of matched my brow color, and this one's an 830 Deep Mocha. So, and then I'm also going to use an angled brush. This is actually an angled eyeshadow brush. But this is Sonia Kashuk's angled eyeshadow brush, but any really thin angled brush will do just fine. So you're going to take your eyeshadow that's your same color as your brow, and you're going to get some on your brush, and tap it off. And you're just going to kind of pat this over top of your wax to kind of set it, but also to kind of deepen the color. And you really shouldn't be afraid to use too much of this, because if you got the right color, it's not that big of a problem. And you gotta kind of be careful when you get down to the point here on the end, because the brush might be a little bit thicker than. So I just kind of dot that. Alright, let's see how I did so far compared to my other one. This is a little darker right here. Alright, so here is the previous finished eyebrow. This is my new finished eyebrow. And normally you do this after you do the styling of it with the wax and the eyeshadow. You do that after you already put on your foundation. But as far as the trimming part goes and the shaping, I would do that before you put any makeup on, just in case you have any little hairs that fall out. Depends on how long that it's been since you've trimmed. So yeah, just kind of be aware of that, because your little hairs might get caught in your foundation and nobody wants that. You don't want to have to start your makeup all over. That's never cool. This is basically it for the look. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll try to put everything in the info box, and I will put in extra pictures. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.